Yeah. This your boy DJ Cree, the Princess exclusive Heat series. We have a very special guest in the building with us tonight. Y'all might know him from the almighty Grand Hustle days. You know what I'm saying? Part of one of the most legendary groups ever. You know what I'm saying? PSC. You know what I'm saying? Do your research, do your background on everything we got going on because this man right here, I'm telling you, is part of a big legacy. Got the homie AK the Razorman. What's happening with you, brother?
What's happening, pimp? Keeping it pimping. One undone.
Yeah, man. So first off, for people who don't know, man, give a little bit of your background in the music and things.
Well, going back to when it all got recorded, I would say 2000. You know, Ti got the deal, and we pretty much got on the album, which is the I'm Serious Ti I'm Serious album on a song called Heavy Chevys. That's featuring Big Country, Mac Boney, Dollar DP, uh, myself, and Mac Boney, and from there, we just stay holding down, Ti's movement, which is the trap movement, and that's where we came from. We all grew up together. Just grinding. Making pretty much making money together in the trap, and had dreams of becoming the hardest group. Like NWA. You know, so pretty much brought the trap game to the forefront and created the mixtapes to sell it, and Atlantic took a hold of it pretty much by we did in the street PSC in the streets part one, part two, part three, and from part three is when Atlantic got involved. We just pretty much took over by then. Me and Matt Boney did Glocks and Plans, 2004, and we had plans of being like a group like Outkast, but I think we kind of grew in different ways as the movement kept going throughout the South. So here we are, 2020.
So
Crazy year, ain't it?
man, it's been a super crazy year, man. So between the time y'all kind of went your separate ways or whatever, what actually were you doing in that time in between? When you started doing your own thing till now.
Well, in between that time, just uh, man, just whatever I could, to be honest, just learning different trades, um, just hustling, grinding, odd jobs, so you gotta have more than one thing going on. You gotta have 6, 7 different. You gotta be like a Jamaican,
Right,
nowadays just to even be able to make ends meet in Atlanta.
Cause I remember you, what I'm saying, like having a clothing store. I just remember like y'all were just doing multiple things in the hood, man, and being, successful at it.
Yeah, yeah. We took our shot. I'm an entrepreneur, so I try different ideas, and you just everything seems like a shot in the dark, but you just shoot for it. So right now we're working on films. The next we got one out called Up in the Clouds, and right now we're underground, and we're working our way into making it better so that it can be put to the forefront. But eventually I'll start putting together the stories of how I came up as a youth. And you know how you got dope boys in the hood,
Hmm.
it'll pretty much be, you know, niggas in the trap, you know what I'm saying? So, um, but right now we just putting together different ideas. Like the next one will be speed dating. It's like a romantic comedy. I think it's a different twist just to show some of our talent. With my partner Spud, and pretty much we got a business called Onto a TV Networks and Word Productions, which is a black film company. So we got Up in the Clouds as our first one. The soundtrack to it already almost gold, and we just plan on just putting out a soundtrack for the next one. We do that as our way of promoting it, since we're not major distributors quite yet. It's just another way of getting out the idea to many people. So far, it's been getting them streams up. So we're close to 500,000 streams on that one. So I thank everybody, who's part of that project. A-Town Mike in Atlanta, June the Link, who got all the clubs, along with Tracy Big Deal, who's on there, Montana White, and we have a lot of different promoters on there who is big in Atlanta. A couple of artists, Bankhead, Pertman. We got a little Bankhead on there. We got Jay Nix on the radio with Hot 107. So it's a lot, Barber T, the celebrity barber.
Okay.
So it's a lot of people who supported us in that one.
Okay.
So
What is easier, you think, to get into the music game or to the like movie film industry? Which one you think is like easier to maneuver and get into?
Well, as far as easy, I mean, it depends on. All of it's easy, you know. I mean, it's just it's all relationships. This business is a relationship game, so it depends on how you make friends, how easy do you make friends. So that's what we at, just building the relationships with the people that need it, that can help us, with editing all the scenes that we have without chopping our heads off.
Yeah, man. Going back to the music real quick, like, what was like the highest experience, like the best, like when you like knew like you wanted to do the music? When was that like moment that you were like, oh shit? Where it could be whether when y'all were already on or when y'all was just getting there, or you know what I'm saying?
When I decided to get in music, I would say 19, 19, haha. But I was young, like maybe elementary. Matter of fact, that's when I met my partner, Matt Boney.
Okay.
Went around, what is that, fifth grade? Did like talent shows, beatboxing. And matter of fact, I think the first one was did this little talent show in fifth grade called the Chicken's Back or some shit. Sorry, Jack, the chicken's back. Coming back, give an old folk a heart attack. Some shit. So we was beatboxing. In seventh grade, I was with a band, and the instructor, one day he decided to have like a talent show for everybody. He said everybody was part of the band. You can invite anybody who you want, to be a part of your show. And I invited, Matt Boney. That was my, back then I called him JR. He was a junior. He was to me he was a cool kid because he liked to fight a lot. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted him on this song called The Hangout. I wrote the song, but he was good at, like, as soon as I rapped it for him, he would catch it quick.
Mm-hmm.
So we performed it. We didn't win, but people seen that I was good at putting music together.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody was like, man, you should ditch your partner, man. You do that shit by yourself.
That's how they do. That's how they do always. They try to put you against whoever you with. They try to put you against automatically.
Yeah, that's pretty much how it would play. But I always stayed down because I felt like, I don't know. I guess I was comfortable at the time, because he was really good at it. And when I would write it, he would figure it out so fast. But then eventually he learned how to write it himself, and made it even better. To where we decided we were gonna try to make it as a group. But before I was just playing around, I just did poetry. I did, and I would put it to rhythm. And I was just telling the stories of what I thought, what I seen, how I felt as a young black youth at that time. So when we ran into Tip, this had to be like we was around maybe 15, high school, and we ran into him at Matt Boney's cousin house. So we pretty much seen him writing. I'm like, damn, back then, dark skinned niggas was in style. You know, dark skinned niggas was in style then. So like to see young, a little young light skinned nigga writing, it was like, damn, nigga, you rap. Like, back in my mind, I'm like, okay. So then, then you spit a verse. I'm like, God, spit flames.
Yeah.
Nigga just killed it. So so I spit something I put together. Make a long story short, he's inviting us to New York. So come to find out, he already had like a little production deal.
Mm-hmm.
Out that way in Brooklyn, and just blew our heads off. Like, so young 15, 16-year-old down south niggas. Me and Matt Bonnet.
Mm-hmm.
The first time really seeing New York and then getting into the rap scene of it because we did like a little TV showcase there. I believe that was Rochelle, New York, and some amusement park. That's a minute ago. So,
was that for Atlantic or was that for So Def? You remember the label?
Nah, it wasn't. It wasn't no big label like
Okay.
that. It was just a little small production company.
Okay.
Cat named Kevin. Was the
Not Kevin Lyles, is it?
No.
Okay.
Not Kevin Lyles.
Well, just like,
Definitely not.
I had to ask, like, hey.
No, we didn't come up, knowing big time people. Like,
Right.
We really had to work for that. I do a whole lot of work and a whole lot of experience to get to that point. But then also roll the dice, in the right time. Because as far as like Tip getting on, was when Never Scared. That was his break. Because and before that, what we were doing was, I was about to go to Atlanta Tech, and Tip just took off like in the street. So I decided to drop all that and just hit the road with him. So that was before Never Scared. That maybe that year before that, just grinding with like that's when Lil Money. It was back when he was getting chicken chain at the chitlin circuit.
Yeah.
So when Never Scared hit, that was his break really, as far as to the mainstream. So before all that, it was just all work, all grind.
Now, were y'all passing out CDs and all that stuff, or were y'all just mainly just getting the shows?
Passing out CD, passing out CDs to me don't make sense because you know what I'm saying, like, and I think it's safe to say, down south, PSC, Grand Hustle, we kind of invented that mixtape. We invented the mixtape and the whole hustle of it in the trap. We invented the whole trap style of how you do it, And when we was putting out the music, it was all for sale. I didn't. We was on top. We was on stage with Tip while he was performing the music off of I'm Serious album, and I had it going for 10. I didn't cut the price on it. So that's how I ate when I didn't have a deal. So I ain't have no job. So I quit my hustle, and that was my hustle. We decided to do. Everybody thought it was a compilation. We had to explain to them it's a mixtape. They didn't know what that was.
Yeah.
And then folks asking us where we from. We from the trap. They didn't know what that was.
Yeah.
So we had to explain it to people, the invention of it. You know what I'm saying? So we the ones who brought that to the forefront. A lot of people want to say that, a lot of artists who were rapping, about the hood and the trap back then, didn't necessarily just give it that stamp because they didn't call it that. They just rapped about the scenarios and shit that they was doing or dreamed of doing there in the trap, but never said it was the trap. We were the ones who said it and stamped it, and Tip was the one who solidified that. So there you go. To give it away. Like, why would we give it away? It's a trap. It's just like giving away free weed. Why Why would I give away weed? Why would I give away what I'm selling for free? I mean, that's how I look. I understand that, but I understand in music is free. You should be able to listen to it freely. But as far as like uh, the package, the product of selling it it's like packaging instead of right now. I got this blunt might be a song. But if I got the whole bag, which is the album, I'm not gonna give the bag away. You know what I'm saying? I might give you a blunt. I'll smoke a blunt with you, but I'm not gonna give you the whole bomb.
Right.
It never made sense.
Because I remember like seeing y'all movement, seeing what y'all were doing, and again, y'all had the mixtape game on smash, especially in the street series, boy. Y'all had that shit on smash, and I ain't gonna lie, we even took note of that, and we started doing the same shit, like putting the seat. That's how I got out there. You know what I'm saying? Just doing shit, putting your CD out there, grinding, beating up the streets, doing shows with people, and people don't understand. Like back then, you had to do what you had to do. If you weren't known, we ain't had the internet bumping and shit like these motherfuckers do now. You had to like put that footwork into it. And then if you were good at what you did, you it was a result. You know what I'm saying? I learned so much, met so many people in the industry just by that alone. You know what I'm saying? And I give y'all all the respect in the world because I seen it firsthand. I was like, damn, these niggas going. Let me get on my shit.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Mixtape game, it brought out so much creativity from DJs. Shout out DJ Drama, Cannon. You know what I'm saying? Coming to the game and making mixtapes even bigger on a whole another scale and creating a whole other platform for artists to come out of the street. At the time, when we were thinking of it, it's like, yeah, we wanted to be the hardest, from where we from, but no one really knew where we were from in a way, because back then it was all about, Outkast, Goody Mob, and then you had before that, you had like the Kilos and the MC Shadi, and some music was the music that we made didn't fit. It was showing a grimier side, but we were trying to shed light, on the people who were forgotten, at the time. So now everybody know a trap nigga now. Now the trap music is a genre now.
Yep, it's a genre now. I say this too. You know what I'm saying? Y'all did help like solidify that shit. I will say this. Oh fuck, I forgot what I was gonna say. Damn, I'm tripping. With the shit that y'all had going on, man. As soon as I heard DJ Toon drop them records, you know what I'm saying? I was like, man, this the new wave. I ain't gonna lie, dog. I was doing like more West Coast type beats at first. As soon as I heard that DJ Toon shit, I switched. Now I listen to a lot of UGK and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? They had the kind of bounce and flavor. But once I heard DJ Toon and y'all jumping, T.I. jumping on shit, y'all jumping on the tune, like that sound is synonymous with that period. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not only did y'all have a sound, but y'all stamped a period of time. You know what I mean? And for me, that was big. Because I was always repping the South about South shit, but y'all sounded like where y'all were from. You feel me?
Much. Yeah.
And that's
crazy because a lot of folks say it sounds like I'm from upstate.
Mm-hmm.
Or I got more of an upstate how I talk, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see it.
Nah.
But
sometimes when you from the South and you know how to articulate yourself, you got the slang, but you know how to articulate yourself.
Yeah,
sometimes they take it different than somebody who just like, hey man, goddamn shit, man, you know what I'm saying? And I think that's where that comes from, cause like my homeboys in the trap, they say I sound white. I'm like, man, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? But I know because being around different types of people, I know even though I could just say regular words, I know I have to articulate too sometimes,
Right.
and that make people, other people, not black folks, but other people understand what I'm trying to, say.
Yeah, it's a whole new day and era.
Yeah,
I think everybody should know. If you from America, you should know how to speak fluent English.
yeah, yeah.
So it don't matter if you from. I mean, ain't even no more projects like that no more now. They
Nah.
getting rid of that like coins. So it's a whole new wave. I guess a new world order wave
Mm-hmm.
that's going on. Everybody got to comply to new shit or create something new. So that's what I'm on right now, doing the soundtracks. Up in the Clouds is the main one right now, almost gold. Up in the Clouds, the movie soundtrack, and got a lot of features on there. Fun Girl Jai, she on that one. We even got French Montana, Kodak Black, uh, Cat G, Derez Deshawn, Young Dro, my partner, brother. Um, so now we're working on the next one called Speed Dating, and I got a hot single with Ray Gifted Keys out of Detroit. And right now she's on the underground working her way up. She's getting a lot of listeners on Spotify, and her voice is epic.
What she do? She sing?
Yeah,
She
she's
rap.
a, she's
Okay.
a singer. She can rap. She can flow a little bit.
Okay. Okay.
She's a singer. Yeah, she's dope.
Yeah,
Like,
I might have to check that out.
definitely. She's like Lauren Hill, like a Lauren Hill and Tiana Taylor, and she's got that kind of, and Keisha Cole kind of thing, all blended with yeah. It's kind of neo soulish, and very new, 2020, 2020 something.
So what made you want to focus a little bit more on the film, or a lot more on the film than just the music by itself, instead of just jumping right back into the music?
Well, I mean, I still do music, forever because music is self therapy for me. What made me do something right? I always wanted to do visual art. You know, I'm not. I never consider myself an actor, but I know how to read lines and portray a character. But I think I'm more of a director when it comes to putting films together and helping other people understand the emotion that they have to display.
Mm.
So that's why I always wanted to go into that anyway. I wanted to do music, come out of it, and help other artists and put together the films. Tell stories through that way. Because back when I started doing music, it's all about telling your story, or just telling stories. Period. Whether in the hood or just shit you made up. So same thing with film. It's just a new way of doing it. It's something I've been doing when I back before Tip was doing serious. I was taking acting classes, but I kind of cut everything back to jump on that wave because it was so big
Mm-hmm.
and it needed PSC. It definitely needed Big Country, Matt Boney.
Mm-hmm.
And AK myself. So Tip, stands on the forefront of trap music, and without us, what I'm saying, I think I don't know. Like I think people will be, still trying to be not forgotten. What I'm saying? Because trap people were left in the dark. What I'm saying? So we brought them to light. That's what happened. And now, niggas is able to clean their money up. There was no other way in music to clean your money up. You know what I'm saying? Because back then to even do a video, I mean, things have changed for the better because back then you couldn't even do shit.
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't even talk about what you do. You had to hide it.
Yeah.
So, and you was a loser to talk about drugs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, a loser can get on here and be a winner, and talk about this loser shit and find a victory solution, amongst the people. So I guess that trapping kind of brought out all different type of people out the trap.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? To be able to come in and win besides just the dope boys and the hustlers. There's a lot of people who were, addicts, you know what I'm saying? Like, You know, like the kid who passed, Juice World.
Oh yeah,
You
Juice
know,
World.
there's a
Yeah.
lot of addicts in the trap that were young too. You know, a lot of addicts in the trap. They had a lot of
Mm-hmm.
talent. You know what I'm saying? So I think this music, now it kind of displays what was going on in the trap a lot more. So that's why it had to be that genre.
Mm-hmm.
And I just, stand on the forefront of it, you know what I'm saying, and let folks know I'm still alive. You know what I'm saying? They ain't wiped me out yet. And they not yet and maybe never will.
Yeah.
So I'm still here to stay. You know what I'm saying? That's as far as, kicking it with the old people that I used to know, like PSC my brothers, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, well, do I still hang with my family members? Well, yeah, you know what I'm saying, whenever it's family time.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
So
So you do keep in contact with everybody, or try to at least.
yeah,
Okay, that's
yeah.
good, man. That's good, man. Cause like y'all, again, y'all cemented a sound, a legacy, and a period of time where nobody could take that from y'all. You know what I'm saying? And y'all did things that people would wish they would have did or could have done. You know what I'm
People
saying?
see that's the thing, like we wished upon something. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So if you whatever you wishing, then you gonna do it.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing. You gonna just like what we did when we was wishing to be the hardest niggas from Atlanta. And voila, bam, here comes this genre and this bridge for niggas to cross. We didn't even we didn't even know how God would use us like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So we
Right.
just hoping that there's the next black generation wishing, the same way to be even bigger than PSC and Grand Hustle and T.I. and
Mm-hmm.
AK and Matt Bone and Big Country,
Yeah.
and they and make a whole nother genre that,
Mm-hmm.
that continues, feeding the black culture.
Man,
That's where
with
we at.
with your filming career, like are you planning on doing TV, movies, and are you shooting videos for artists also?
Well, more like film, more like story,
Okay.
motion picture, cinematic. Because the whole ordeal is to tell stories. So eventually I'll be telling my story, like my perspective when I was a kid in the trap with PSC
Mm-hmm.
and all the stuff that you heard, on T.I.'s on music and stuff like that. Be able to
Mm-hmm.
show you visuals. I'm not sure uh, if he want to
Go
join in, but
yeah.
I don't really talk too much with my partners about it.
Yeah.
They know I got a journal that I wrote, back in '98.
Mm-hmm.
The everyday things we were doing, what I'm saying, for even all the homies that got killed and
Oh
you
yeah.
know
It was.
the
Hey,
whole time, the
I,
whole situation.
I don't mean to cut you off, but yeah, and people got to understand, man. Atlanta from the 80s to like 98, that shit wasn't nothing to play with. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially that dope. When crack hit Atlanta, that shit was like, that shit was something else. You know what I'm saying? And if you really from the street, you really from Atlanta, you know what crack did to Atlanta around that time, man. And I think, that's why, and that's another reason why I relate to y'all so well, because I was right in that mix. You know what I'm saying? And people don't understand, man. Atlanta got a deep history with the drug game and all that shit, man. And I definitely would love to see you, you know what I'm saying, like bring that shit to life, man, because they don't know what it was like at Perry home, Bowen home, you know what I'm saying, in the bluff and shit when all that shit was going down, man. That shit was serious. That shit was serious, bro. I got some stories too. Boy.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what I'm saying? We was out there on the SWATs, Camerton Road, Bride House. They done changed it up now, so many different names. But that was our section, the Southwest. In between there and Old Jonesboro,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? Going down Moreland.
Man, I understand. I understand that man. It was that that drug game was serious. Like me, I could
But
tell a personal story, just not a real
boy,
like deep.
right now we. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Most of my shit legit. You know, so
Yeah.
you know, so I think I just now I focus on trying to make clean money.
Yeah.
And doing more what God will is versus getting people high. You know, getting folks high back in the day. It did something to you. You know what I'm saying? It made but now that ain't the goal.
Right.
I'd rather see you have a higher vibration.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And elevate mentally.
Yeah.
You know, so I think as in our culture, we need to come out of a low vibration because the trap, it's a lot of low vibration in the trap, you know. And they say, well, don't you want to come out of that? Yeah. So that's where I'm at. You know, what happens when a youngster, you know, makes it out the trap? And
Right.
I think that's where God coming to use me at.
Right.
You know, where that answer, I'm that answer.
Okay. Shoot, I want to have a little fun before we go. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
I'll just ask some random questions. You know what I'm saying? Nothing super serious. Man, how are you dealing with the corona? And are you keeping your mask on?
Man, you know, I don't want to stir people wrong. You know, so, you know, this shit is deeper than this shit's deep. You know, am I a sheep? Well, you know, I play along. You know what I'm saying? I play along. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I'm like, nah, I don't feel like being a sheep today, or this shit's stupid. And sometimes it's good for allergies. You got allergies, you working through certain places and making your nose itch. You know, it's good to have something on your face.
Right.
Shit make you cough. Yeah, it's good to have something over your mouth. You know, inhale this whatever in the air. So I'm not gonna say it's bad. You know what I'm saying? So it's smart to keep stuff out of your nose and mouth. You know what I'm saying? That's not gonna make you feel good. Yeah. So as far as me, you know, I'm not sheep. So I'm not trying to put on costumes that with this government disease. You know, they want to call it Chinese disease. Oh, excuse me, you're the orange guy.
Yeah.
They call it Chinese disease. And really, a lot of old folk, they say this God disease. So there's so many people that have different descriptions of this, whatever this is, right? So I just look at it like it's just like a disease, like all the rest of them.
Right.
I stay out the way. You know, right now I guess I'm not too much following the rules because they say you're supposed to have 6 foot, right? So we're not 6 foot.
Hey man,
we
ain't nobody got corona. I gave everybody I'm Joe Rogan, man. They gave us the test. You know, we swabbed our nose and stuff. Yeah.
I didn't get tested. I didn't know nothing up my nose. And I think they playing with people about this chip.
Yeah.
You know. I don't know.
Did you see that shit with Elon Musk with the Neuralink?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
They're playing with y'all.
Hey, man. they trying to have them chips in motherfuckers' head in the next 5 years or some shit.
So yeah, this warming people up. You know, seeing they'll put on costumes and you know play dress up. Everybody play dress up. You know, but I don't want to make it sound disrespectful. Like you know, I'm disrespecting some of these people needed it. You know, like I say, it's good for allergies. So wear your mask if you feel like wearing your mask. Like my cousin, he made clothes and he also makes masks. And it's called Amadi Clothing. And he do African clothing. So he can make you an African design mask if you're into that. So it's good.
Okay. So in 2020, who is AK listening to the most? The five people you listen to the most right now in 2020.
Well, okay. As far as rap, you know, these new rappers, I like. Well, Future ain't no new rapper, but I rock that Future.
It could be a new old. It don't matter. Just
I mean,
who you bumping. Who you bumping right now?
mostly, yeah, Future, Lil Baby. I ain't really been listening to me artists besides like the stuff I'm doing and like underground artists.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I would say top artists right now, definitely Drake and Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick,
Mm-hmm.
Eminem. You know what I mean? As far as
Okay.
when I'm riding to it,
Okay.
you know,
Yeah.
just riding to.
I think that's about 4 right there. You can name one more. You know what I'm saying? If you can think of it. If not,
Man,
go to the next
Mika,
one.
my little homie, Michael Velli,
Okay. Okay.
Michael Velli and Fujiano.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. I
Uh,
fuck with Fujiano.
yeah, I would say right now, like new shit, like yeah, Fujiano, shit like that.
He got to deal with Gucci then in
Yeah,
Atlantic. Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. He got
Shout out to Fujiano, man. Hell yeah. Damn. Yeah, that hey man, that sounds like a good list of people. You know what I'm saying? Do you think or what do you think about the way Atlanta is like holding shit down, especially since y'all held shit down? What do you think about like how Atlanta's moving right now in the music scene?
yeah, I love it. I like where Atlanta's going. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Lil Baby,
Mm-hmm. Shout out to Lil Baby, man.
shit, the Migos.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to Migos.
I like where they going. I like what they got going on. My Fun Girl Job.
Okay.
Shit, I like Cash Dog. Who that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. As far right now, I think it's a lot of good talent that's out there that's coming up.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
the main thing I tell a lot of people like damn how Atlanta holding down for all the years, blah 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 blah. But it's hard to give people the real history because we had to learn how to market our records, promote our records. You know what I'm saying? Give DJs the right type of records, give labels the right type. Like we had to learn all that shit. So that learning experience kept rolling over into the new
yeah,
artists. So
yeah.
we it may seem like we just make hits like that, but it was an experience from way back in the day, you know what I'm saying, that carried over and kept carrying over and kept carrying over. And that's why I think Atlanta stayed like relevant and stayed kind of on top of, music, period. Because if you hear shit now, even though, Atlanta did take from Memphis and take from other styles and genres, but once we created what we needed to create and figured out that strategy, that
Our own
plan,
sound.
right, and the own sound, it just, what I'm saying, we never stopped because we had to be our own marketing department. We had to be our own management department. Like we had to do a lot of that shit ourselves. And I think, people just be like, oh, but now look at us now. We can't be stopped. It's gonna be another QC, another, what I'm saying, big label, another, you know, Lil Baby, Migo. We always gonna have somebody that's relevant, that's hot. You know what I'm saying? And that just comes to a testament of us laying that groundwork down to make sure we were able to, go to the club, make that hit. You know what I'm saying? Promote your music. You know what I'm saying? Go out there. It's like an endless circle, man. And I that's why I love Atlanta so much because we can't. Nobody could fuck with that because we had to live. We barely had any labels in Atlanta. We barely had anywhere to go. Like y'all had to go to New York. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We literally had to damn start just taking what we could get, just taking what we could get, taking what we get, and we created, something special.
I mean, you still got to go to New York.
Yeah.
New York is always going to be. It's the mother.
Yeah, the deal. Yeah.
That's the root. So you
Of New
you
York.
gotta holler at New
hip
York.
hop. Yeah,
Yeah, you're right. It's a lot of artists in Atlanta that don't even go to New York and go and just take over straight in Atlanta.
yeah. Yeah.
So, and it's working.
Yeah, it worked, man. We had to learn it. We had to learn what songs to make for the strip club and all that shit. We had to learn that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that's why Atlanta's so special, dog. You know what I'm saying? On everything. We'll never be beat. Like yes, I'm saying it. We'll never be beat as long as we keep our formula.
You know, I just look at it, just embrace the moment,
Mm-hmm.
because nothing is forever.
Right.
So, how everything is going right now, everything is not always perfect, always great,
Mm-hmm.
always good. You just gotta take what they say, take the bitter with the sweet.
Yeah.
So right now, we're taking the sweet. This is the sweet time. So, we just, I'm just doing my thing. I just make it the music that help me as far as self therapy.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I'm at. So I don't, as far as how everybody make their music today, I feel what Andre 3000 talking about. Why he wouldn't want to come back out like that, because people don't do it as self therapy. Don't do it from the heart or from the soul or from try to make a certain message or point.
Yeah, some people just trying to look at it as a payday.
It's just straight up selling lust. It's straight up lust. Hey, that sells though. You know what I'm saying? So I respect all hustling.
All right, man. I appreciate you dropping through, man. You want to plug your company and your films and everything, your soundtrack and all that real quick?
Oh yeah, for those who don't know, you know what I'm saying, y'all need to go check out Word ATL on the IG. That's Word spelled correctly, ATL. Without reasonable doubt, Productions. That's the company. That's Word. Razorman Productions. That's AK Razorman. Y'all also can go to my IG page. That's AK Lawal PSC. Lawal. That's my last name. AKLAWAL on IG, and AK the Razorman on Facebook. Also on YouTube, Spotify, AK Razorman. Y'all check me out. Got the new single, Bounce Back. I'm in a bounce back zone right now. Zoning, vibing with DJ Cree up in this thing. Still getting my hustle on, man. Still feeding the street. Still passing my test. Still finishing, saying what's next. You did. So say less. And make sure y'all stay safe out there, man. You know what I'm saying? Keep your hands washed. Make sure you don't get caught with your hands dirty. You did, and make sure you stay away from these sick people out here, man. In all different types of ways. Because it ain't just sick, sneezing, and coughing. It's something else going on out here, man. Y'all stay woke, like they say. Stay woke. See, staying woke used to be conspiracy theories. Now, y'all finally see. You know what I'm saying? So during this whole situation, I'm pretty much in a bounce back, because this is how you act when you living in faith. You know what I'm saying? You don't really look at the storm. You don't look at the storm. You know what I'm saying? You just you think about after the storm, while the storm is going, you think about, well, when this is over, this is what I'm gonna do. So that's what's going on right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm ahead of the storm. So whenever the storm is over, y'all just come back, and I'll be right here, and then y'all, I can understand. So I don't mean to be too far ahead, lightheaded things, but that's just the way it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. And again,
Racer.
And again, man, I want to thank you personally, man, and thank you to all you contributed. You know what I'm saying, to this music, to this Southern hip hop thing, to everything, man. And you, Ti, man, PSC, man, the whole squad, man. And I'm glad to see, y'all taking the energy and putting it into something real positive, man. And I fuck with it, man. Because, man, everybody done came a long way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So many more ways to go.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So thank you, man. This is DJ Cree, the Princess, AK the Razorman, man. We are out, man, and thank you guys for tuning in.
Blessings.